Two Blue Fred, it's been a minute. Today, what are we doing? We're putting a GTS radio, the new one, that come out in the 2019 plus models. We're putting it in a 2017 Road Glide. If you're going to do this, make sure you get the right part number.
That one right there.
I'll put part numbers right here.
So Blue has been jonesing for this radio since I got the 2020. He's been watching me. He's been looking at all the features on it. And he's like, man, I want to put that on my bike.
Really, the problem more than anything is how slow the old radio is, the 6.5 GT. Sometimes I can be 3 miles down the road and it finally boots up. This thing is super fast and has several options that I'm going to enjoy, like Android Auto.
Apple CarPlay, if you've got that.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. We've heard that some people need the new USB cord to work with this radio. So we bought the extra cord, we're going to replace it out. Make sure we got all the parts we need.
Harley says some features won't work without it, so I don't want to take any chances and have to tear it back apart if something doesn't work, like Android Auto. Let's get to it. First step, pull the main fuse.
Safety first.
Step 2, remove fairing. If you need to know how to take the fairing off, we'll put a link to our video how to do that. Otherwise, we're just going to rush through this. And after about 8 minutes of disassembly, this is what you got.
We've never taken this screw off before.
That bracket is just to hold your fairing down. About 6 screws left to get the radio out.
6.
2, 4, 6.
60. Holy cow. Holy cow. I don't think this bolt has ever been removed from the bike.
Ah, 4 bolts, not 6.
How far should we chunk it?
Not far, it needs to be sold on eBay. Right there you can see it says Soundz upside down.
It's got that new radio smell. It's binding somewhere and I'm not sure where yet.
A minor adjustment must be made because of the Soundz amp that's been installed.
This is one of those stay tuned while we figure out what we're doing next moments that you see in Two Blue Fred occasionally.
A few moments later. There's just a slight problem caused by the current amp installed. If you have an amp, it may or may not be an issue. The problem is so slight that if it was just put in that much different, it probably wouldn't be a problem. So
what we've done to alleviate this is we're going to wind up drilling some new holes just to position the amp a little bit further back. We're going to power on the bike and we're going to make sure that everything works the way that it's supposed to. Safety third. Yeah, this is for the Android Auto.
Said I want some music. Just don't do that. We'll see if the navigation works. Some people say, oh, it works, cool. Some people have reported they had to take it to Harley to get the navigation to work.
It is not in the right place yet, so you can't see it, but the guy, he's flashing a little bit. He hasn't quite figured out where he lives yet. We're hoping that as soon as he acquires some satellites.
How do we get to Android Auto?
Okay. So we got to make a couple of setting changes. We need to make sure that projection is turned on. We need to do a couple of things real quick. All right, Blue, we're about to drill this hill matter plate. Are you scared?
Nope, do it.
Tell us, Blue, why aren't you scared?
Well, it's like this. Blue treat my shit better than he does his own, probably. So, if he does look it up, it's not his fault.
And I didn't hear a word he said, so in editing, I'll find out what he said. If I know the guy, he made some sort of smart aleck remark about
Yeah, do tell.
something.
Take this off. I'll do that when the procedure's over. Keep it clean. Here we go, fast forward mode again as we just put the bike back together. All right, so we're gonna turn this bitch on and see how it goes. So far, so good.
I see lights. Pretty lights.
Turn the radio up, turn the bass down low, put on the country song and take it down and on the road. It's going down, we getting drunk, got a white lines into the sun.
I dig it. Now if I can get Android Auto to freaking work. Yeah, man, looks good. Nice and bright. Let's go to Food Line. We got supple
Apparently we're going to Food Line.
sliders.
So-
Sliders and beer.
We got a squid this trip, you know, like a little tentacle-y dude.
Yes.
Apparently we're squidding to the Food Line.
It's only 3 miles. You'll be all right. It really wasn't a bad install. The worst part was drilling those holes to move the amp just about that much back. If you're thinking about it and you don't have an amp, it'll fall right in. If you do have an amp, you may or may not have an issue. Whew, what a day. Hot as hell. So that is putting the Harley GTS Radio, the 2019 Plus radio, into a 2017 bike that had a 6.5 GT radio. It's Two Blue Fred, freaking ride every day. That was quick.
I told you, patient. I'm living like my way, a full throttle down the highway, leaving my hours behind me, living like I can die, chasing another sunrise. I'm living like my way, a full throttle down the highway. Today is my last day, nowhere to die alive, riding to the sunrise. When the day gets dark and the lights go out, and I'm looking back on everything I lost, trying to figure out what this life's about. It's all like a 12 gauge, stuck in the muck of my own ways, just trying to get lost in the moment and forget about the past, because the past is like a damn cage. Be a man that's staying when the time right, be true in the limelight, but my thoughts are lost with the shots, surviving and still shot by the view of my hindsight. Walking tall through hell so steady, still living cause hell wasn't ready. Everything in my past so heavy, so you know I stay high like a jacked up Chevy. Nothing better than finally let it go. Like the world was mine and I was born and drifting so right. Little whiskey and an open road, riding through the night, chasing another sunrise. I'm living like my way, a full throttle down the highway, leaving my house behind me. In the street land, I'm one of the never trying to be mad, living life for a city at a time, just living bad.
Update complete. Now I'll plug the phone in and say we got Android Auto. Haha. Problem is I have no idea how to use Android Auto. So I can tell the maps are from Google, so I know it's working. I saw a little Amazon Music icon down there, so even though I don't know how to use it, it is working. If you're doing this, before you take it back to the dealer, make sure you install the latest software update.